hello, welcome. As you can probably tell by the title, we're gonna play a little bit of a game here. A little bit of bookish, a little smidge of writer stuff as well. We're gonna play some Never Have I Ever literary edition. So I asked you guys on my Discord and stuff to submit some Never Have I Evers. I've also pulled a few from some other people who have done this vlog, this challenge, this game, if you will. And I put them all in a little dinosaur bag, courtesy of Ian, Primordial Pals. Go check it out. Although I don't think you can get this one anymore. This is an exclusive edition. Without further ado, I don't know how many of these I'm gonna do. There's no plan to this. We're just doing it. Oh. Never have I ever made a huge decision under the influence of a book, like move cities, change jobs, got a dog, etc. No, I don't think I have. I think I have been influenced to like try a new hobby. I think there's been those situations, or like wanting to do something, but not like life-changing influence. And some of them, if I was, they're not possible. So like, I would be influenced by Spencer to just get off of this planet, for one. But that's currently not possible for me. So yeah, I would say probably not. No, I never have. 1 point to me. I don't know if there's points. How do you play Never Have I Ever? I don't know. But the next one is Never Have I Ever Given Up on a Vlog. And yes, I have done this. Absolutely. Occasionally I used to lie about it and say, oh no, the video's corrupted. Sorry guys. And it's mostly because I hated how I looked in the vlog and it gave me really bad self-esteem. And I did like a bad angle or something. And I just hated looking at myself because I'm the one who has to edit it. And I gave up on it. Or I didn't think it was gonna be that engaging. If I was in a really bad bout of depression, I just gave up on them. It happens, it does happen. Doesn't happen as often as it used to, but I definitely have given up on vlogs or deleted footage because I just hated looking at myself in it. So there's that good old self-esteem for ya. Or lack thereof. La 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 la. Never have I ever said I loved a book when I actually hated it. I don't think I've ever said that I love this book. I think I have given books higher ratings than they deserve because I might have known the author and didn't want to hurt their feelings. I can think of 2 specific examples of this right now. Am I gonna tell it? No. But there are some books out there that I have given a higher rating on principle rather than that. But most of the time I'll give them like a 3-star and just be like, oh, it's just not necessarily for me, when some of them, especially one in particular that I'm thinking of, really deserved a 1-star, but I didn't do it. Now y'all gotta like think about, what's the book? What is it? Which one? Go through all my 3 stars and try to determine it. But I've never been like, I absolutely am in love with this book. I've never done that. Never have I ever dropped a book in water while reading it. No, I have not. Because I never read near water. I don't do it. I don't read in the bathtub. I don't even really like take baths in general. I'm a shower girl. No, I don't like sitting in water for prolonged periods of time. But no, I've never done it. I can proudly say I've never done it. Now, I have lent a book to a friend who did that. And then I was like, keep the book. Never have I ever looked up spoilers intentionally. Well, I've had to intentionally do it for the game. Because if I got the punishment, but I think it's like me wanting to know spoilers. I don't think intentionally I have. I think it's always happened on accident. I've definitely, okay, I haven't like looked up online. What I've done is if I'm worried about a character death, I'll kind of like skim the rest of the book just to see if that name pops up and then go, okay, they're fine. But sometimes that backfires because they're just like having a flashback or they're talking about the character and I'm still heartbroken. So kind of. Never have I ever brought up something I forgot happened in a fanfic while discussing the canon story. I think I've been pretty good about separating fanfic from canon. I don't read too much fanfic anymore, or occasionally, but I think I'm gonna go with no on this one. I never have I ever. Never have I ever cracked a book spine on purpose. Correct. I do not crack them on purpose. I barely crack them on accident. I am pretty darn good at not cracking my spines. I'm good at cracking this spine though. Oh yeah, baby. But I'm really good about not doing that with my paperbacks and my hardcover. With any of them, I'm really good about not cracking the spine. I don't like it. As much as I like cracking myself, not a book. Never have I ever said I hated a book I secretly loved. No, I'm pretty open about my love of the selection. I'm not joining that bandwagon. I don't see a point to doing it. I'm gonna say no, I haven't done this because I think the selection is the first thing that pops into mind. I'm like, have I ever said I hated the selection? No, it's my trash read. I admit it's trash. It's not great, but it's my trash. And I will hold on to it. You guys thought you were gonna get a Twilight confession out of me. No, I do not like Twilight. I'm not hiding that. That's just fact. I'm not a secret Twihard or anything. I'm not a secret selection person either. I'm very open about that, but that's probably like the trashiest of trashy reads that I've read on my shelves that I'm like, you know what? I do like it. It's garbage. I know it is. Well, I don't want to say it's garbage, but it's trash. There's a difference between garbage and trash. You know, if you know, you know. Never have I ever pretended a character was a completely different person while reading or that they were a character from another book. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever done that. Nope, I'm gonna say no. I've never done that one. I've never. No, I don't think I could. I'm not sure how that works. Never have I ever given a book a higher rating for the cover. Not for the cover. Like I said before, I've given it higher for other reasons, but never for the cover. The cover's always a bonus if it's a good cover, but I don't usually base my rating off of the cover. Never have I ever planned in my head what books I'd save first in case of a fire, presuming people, pets are safe, of course. Okay, that I've done. That I've done. I have some special signed copies that I would save. I have some special editions that I would probably save first. Yeah. I still do that on occasion, looking at my, like the books that I've read. I've also kind of like, who do I want to save that I might not get? And it's probably my special editions that I pre-order that I would save first. Like, for example, this just arrived in the mail today. My special pre-order of Rainbow Brow Scattered Showers comes with special, because I ordered it from her hometown library. They came with a special secret story, a Simon & Baz AU story. This I would definitely be one of the top ones I would save in a fire. Never have I ever used the phrase let out a breath I didn't know I was holding in one of my works. I wish I could say that. I am not 100% confident in that I've never done this. I feel like I might have done that in Ashport. I don't know for sure, but I can't with 100% confidence say I've not used that phrase. I think, I do think I've put it in like some of my unpublished stuff, but I think Ashport might have it. I think maybe book 2 has it. I don't think book 1 has it because I just read through it to do the audiobook and I don't recall cringing at myself for that line. But I can't with 100% confidence say never have I ever, because I might have evered. Never have I ever went down a Wikipedia rabbit hole after looking something up in the book I was reading. Yes, I've 100% done this several times. Yeah, that's without a doubt. Without a doubt, I have done that. Never have I ever stayed awake the whole night to finish a book. Yes, I have. By Winged Chair was what is the first one that comes to mind of my most recent reads. By Winged Chair, and then I read Calculus of Change. I stayed up finishing that because I wanted to be done with it. And so I have 2 modes. I will hate read it, not sleep, or I will love read it and not sleep. There is no in between. Getting to the end here, we've got never have I ever read the last page first. No. I have a weird thing where I don't read the last page. I like to look at the last word. I don't know why. I don't know why. I look at the last page just to see how long the book is, but I don't like read it at all. So no, I'm gonna say no on that one. Never have I ever thrown a book at a wall in frustration. So no, I've never thrown it at a wall. I've thrown it on the bed. I've done that where I'm like sitting on my bed or on my couch and I just go, ugh! I've done that, but not at a wall. because I rent. Never have I ever fallen in love with a book character or have other people disappoint me because they aren't like my book people. I've never fallen in love with a book character. I do appreciate book characters, but I can't say I've fallen in love with them. Have I been disappointed in people for not acting like book characters? Yes, because sometimes what I crave happens in fiction, but not in real life. And so yes, I do get disappointed in people when they're not more like the book characters that I love, but that's fine. Never have I ever only finished a book because it's a friend's fave, but really wanted to DNF. I've done this several times. Yeah, I really wanted, I mean, I don't DNF anyway. I would love to learn how to DNF. No, I wouldn't. I don't DNF. I just don't. I don't like DNFing. Never have I ever bought a book I already owned on purpose because it had a prettier cover. On purpose, yes. Usually it's a different edition and it's probably a classic. Like I've done that with my Pride and Prejudices. I've done that with my Anne of Green Gables. I don't think I've done it with other ones. Oh no, that's not true. Graceling. Graceling. I owned the original copies of Graceling and then I liked the new copies of it. So I gave Hala my Graceling copies so I could buy the other ones. Technically I got them for Christmas. I didn't actually buy them, but I'm counting Graceling as that, so yes. And I would technically like to do that with Lunar Chronicles because I do like the new covers of Lunar Chronicles a lot. There's a few books. I would love to get the new copies of Daughter of Smoke and Bone because I hate, it's like right, where is it? It's like right behind me somewhere. It's close. You're close. There you are. I knew you were right behind me. I hate these covers. They look so poorly photoshopped. It looks like bad Photoshop. I would love to get the new covers. I would buy the new covers. If I can get them for a decent price, I probably would do that. Never have I ever used a bit of nature as a bookmark. I've definitely used a leaf. I've definitely done that before. Yep, I've done it. Never have I ever dropped the books I was holding when trying to take a thumbnail. There's plenty blooper material for you guys that prove that I've done that. Never have I ever returned a book to a store after reading it. No. No. Don't do that. Especially don't do that on Amazon because that money comes out of the author's pockets. Don't do that. No. Most stores don't even allow you to do that, to return books in general. So, nope, never done that. Never have I ever skipped to the end. Nope. I will read it through. Never have I ever had a tiny little irrelevant detail bug me, ruin the whole book for me. I don't know if it's ruined the entire book. I've definitely had tiny details that take down star ratings, but I don't think I've had one that just absolutely ruins the entire book. Because usually it's not a tiny detail that ruins a book for me, it's a big detail. So I'm gonna go with no. Go with no. Never have I ever bought a book only to find out I already own it. I've done this so many times. So many times I have done this because I have a very extensive library. I specifically remember doing this. This is why it's super funny. With Everless by Sarah Holland. I unhauled both copies because this was the one time I did actually go back. Well, I realized when I got home and then I went back to the store and was like, can I please return this? I realized I already owned a copy of this and they were very nice and let me do that. That's the only time I've returned a book, and I didn't even read it, but it was just like I own 2 copies and then I ended up unhauling it. So I bought it twice, only to unhaul them. I've done it a couple times and I've given those other copies to friends to have them read it, but yes, I've definitely done that. Good job, me. This is why it's important to keep your Excel sheet up to date. Never have I ever bought a book just because the cover looked pretty. Most of the books on these shelves, I like a good cover. I think we have two questions left. Never have I ever read the second book in a series first. No, I have bought the second book in a series first and then when like adding it on my stuff gone, oh wait, this is a sequel, shoot. So I don't think I've actually done that, but I've definitely bought out of order and I'm trying not to do that. Editing queue here, technically yes I have because there's a few classics that are actually sequels first. So 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea apparently is a sequel. I didn't know that when I read it, so technically yes. I have done that, but a lot of the times in classics, like I know Last of the Mohicans is way more popular than the actual first book because that's also a sequel. Haven't read that one yet, but that's just how sometimes classics work, and they aren't necessarily like classified as sequels, but apparently 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is in fact classified as a sequel. So, moving point. Never have I ever suggested someone read a book for the sole purpose of having someone to complain about it to. I don't think I've forced anyone to read it, but I think Fee might have done this, where I was ranting about a book and then Fee went and read it too. I don't know. Fee, tell me if you've done that. Or maybe we were just both reading it at the same time and we both hated it. But I feel like I've never like told people read this because I hate it so much, because I don't want to put you through the damage that I went through, but I can't stop you if that's what you want to do. So, but I don't think I've personally like been like, read this so we can complain about it together. Right, well that's Never Have I Ever literary / booktube / authortube / writer edition of it. I don't know the final score. Here's the final scores of Never Have I's and Yes I Haves. Ta-da! How many of these have you guys done or not done in the comments below? Put them there. Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, all that stuff. Not that I really use them all that much. TikTok, Instagram, all the socials. They're all linked. You know. You don't need me to do the ending spiel that everybody does. You know how this works by now. I'm gonna go now. See you tomorrow. Bye! Next up we have Upside Down. I'm not delusional. I'm fine. Someone who knows all my history. Palavuni, you do this. Tell me if I've ever done something like that. I'm a cover whore. I'll admit that. Unless you were in fact born yesterday. In which case, goo goo gaga. I've been filming all day again. I'm sorry guys.